Welcome, wrestling fan, to Friday Evening's Undercard. Today I have TGA Moss from Firestar Pro Wrestling on the show. I interviewed him just before the Firestar Future Fire 9 show back in April. He came up short that night, but he showed everyone that he's a great athlete, and I think he has a solid future in the business. Since that show in April, he's worked multiple shows around the Carolinas, and if you want to see where he'll be next, give him a follow on Instagram. That's at TGA Moss. All right, welcome to the show, TGA Moss, Firestar Pro Wrestling. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, sir. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. All right, so we're here backstage. You got a match going on tonight. What you got going on?
Yes, sir. Me and my lovely wife get to have our first intergender tag team match, so we'll be fighting, I guess we can say, two of the international superstars in the Dream Girl Ellie as well as Blanco Loco. We've been getting to know each other quite well here over the last few months. We've been battling. He's got a match, I've got a match, so here we go tonight, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, that's great, man. So, hey, I know we're short on time. You're backstage. You got to get ready to do your thing. Just talk us through a little bit about what got you into pro wrestling.
Oh, man, to be completely honest with you, I grew up watching wrestling with my father. It was always something on my mind, but it's one of those things you look and you say, there's no way in the world I can do that. But I got to be about 22 years old, and I said, you know what, maybe I do want to do it. I talked to some guys, decided not to at the time, but just about a year ago, it'll be a year next month, about a year ago, I said, you know what, let's do it. And my wife was on board, so she joined me in doing so, and here we are. So that's about. It's always been a love of mine. So I'm getting to live it out, and it's a blessing.
All right, that's great, man. Couple questions I ask everybody I get on the show. Who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
My favorite wrestler growing up, well, I had several. I mean, I guess I'll go with WCW and WWE if I can. For WCW, it was Sting, the man called Sting. Black and white paint, colored paint, it didn't matter. And then for WWE, it was Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. Love both of those guys. Inspirational back then for me, and I still think about those guys now. So,
all right. Little aside about Shawn Michaels. Did you see the Viceland documentary about him and Brett in Montreal?
I did. It's all interesting stuff. You know, you watch that stuff for over 20 years now. Different things that people have to say, what they had to say. Tough situation, but I mean, here we are. We still remember it. It's a part of wrestling history. So hey, you know, things happen. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. Crazy stuff, that one. Hey, the second question I ask everybody I get on the show, who's your favorite wrestler to work with?
Oh, my goodness. Why would you do that to me? My favorite wrestler to work with? Oh, man. Well, I would have to go with, if I may. You're going to get me in trouble. I don't know if I should do it, but if I may, and it might change next week because I love a lot of my guys, but I had a really good match with Unc. I call him Unc, James D. Drake. You know him. Very wonderful competitor. I learned a lot in the ring, even though he beat me down. So I'm looking for that one, another time, sometime in the future. So I go with James Drake for today.
Okay, James Drake. All right, last question. I ask everybody this one. Your dream match, with who and where?
My dream match. Right now, I would have to say me, Cody Rhodes, and Jay Lethal in a triple threat. And honestly, that can be anywhere because if I'm with those two in the ring, there's no worries. But we'll say Madison Square Garden. Why not? That's where everybody wants to go, right?
Yeah, everybody wants to go to the Garden. That's a very common one when I ask that question. So Cody Rhodes and Jay Lethal, main event in the Garden. You got anything else for the listeners out there while we got you here?
I sure do. I just want to let everybody know, you know, I'm TGA Moss, and I want to let you all know to make that climb each and every day. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. Let's not believe in handouts. Let's believe in earnings. So let's let people see us earning what we want to get, and that's what I'm all about. So I'm here tonight. We're gonna go and make that climb tonight, make these earnings, and we're just gonna keep it going.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, and for all the listeners out there, we'll talk to you again next time.